In this tutorial, we'll show how to configure outbound campaigns in Naso CC. First, we have to go to outbound campaigns menu, and here we have button new campaign. We can define the name of the campaign. We can add some description, and here optionally we can add a call script which will be presented to the agent. But this is the optional, and if we want to use this call script, first we have to define such a script. Now we will start without the script. We click on add, and our new campaign was added. We have it on the list. Now the status is in preparation, and we click on details. Here we have a campaigns card with different tabs. On the main information tab, we have the info about the name and description, current status of the campaign, where we can here start this campaign or finish, and the timings for the agent. Here we can, by clicking on edit, we can define the new statuses. Delay between calls, it's a time when between one call is finished, so processing of the call is finished, so after the agent will finish all the information. Time before dialing, this is the time which agent will have between showing him the new record for calling and forcing the call to be dialed. Process time after a call, so here there is a time which agent will have to finalize all the info from the client, so to make a report, create some notes, or do some other tasks. Maximum attempts to contact is a number of tries to reach the client. Now we click on save. Next tab is on agents. Here we can define which agents are included in the campaign. So I can add here agents. The next tab is a target group. So here we define the clients to which we'll try to call within this campaign. We have different possibility to add clients to this campaign. We can add campaigns from existing database of Naso, so companies or persons. We can import from the text file the simple import, which means that we have only client name, phone number, email, and the description, and this will create clients only in campaign. These clients will be not included in the main database of the clients database in Naso CC. So if you want to perform campaigns, one-time campaigns to the clients, and we will not store this information about the detailed information about the clients, we're importing from file. We can also import clients database, which means that you are importing all the information about the clients with contact persons, addresses, emails to the database, and in the same time these clients will be included in this campaign. I will show the basic import. We have to create first the text file, which is tab separated, with the following fields: client name, phone number, email, and the description. As we see, 3 clients were imported. We have the name, phone number, email, and the comment for the agent what they have to do with these clients. Here we will have a status of the client, call date, agent, when it will be first time contacted, all this information, number of retries to the clients, if the call is scheduled for some time, it will be here displayed. At any moment we can click on refresh to get the current information about the clients. Next stage of campaign definition is activity hour. Here we define when system will give the clients to the agent to perform the calls. So we can define at which days and at which hours this campaign will be active. For example, we will now define that all working days, let's say from 10 to 17th, and we save this information. What does it mean to the whole activity of the campaign? If when the client will be served to the agent. First, agent has to be logged to the Naso CC agent. He has to set the status to active. The campaign should be active, and the activity hours should be within this here which we defined. We can also add some information about campaign description. So go to the tab campaign description, and here we can make any notes which will be displayed in agent application that can help agent to perform the call. So you can add here any manuals, offers, information about the products you are presenting to the clients. And here we save the changes. In email tab, we can define templates of the emails which were previously created that will be possible to send by agents during the call. So you can define the templates and agent during the call can just simply select from the list this template and send it to the clients during the call or just after the call when he is finalizing all the information about the client. Now we have created a simple campaign. We have target group defined, we have the activity hours defined. One agent is included in this campaign. We can go to main information tab. As now we see its status is in preparation. So this campaign is as now not started. If we want to start the campaign, we just click on start. Now the current status is active. If any agent will be available in the system and we are now in the activity hours, the first client will be served to the agent. Now we will switch to agent application to show how its campaign is processed from agent application. Now we see that agent is logged into the system, but his status is a break, so no calls will be served to this agent. If I will change the status to active, we see we have a new client from the campaign which is served to me, and we have the information that it will call to this client in 20 seconds. Here I have information: campaign name, name of the client, phone, email, and the target. If I don't want to wait to make a call, I can just click here, make call, and start dialing to the client earlier than it will be forced automatically. Now we are dialing to the client. We are answering the call. And now we can just start talking with the client or add some actions. For example, we can schedule the contact for another day and another hour, and we can define when to contact this client if now he cannot talk with you. We can just mark it they are not interested in the offer, so we will close this client within this campaign. We can mark this client as a Robinson's list, so he rejects talking with us, and also he's rejecting to be included in all other campaigns. We can mark that he's, for example, quickly busy, call in 15 minutes if the wrong number, or we are just talking with the client, making some notes. We can define here mark if he is interested in the offer, or we have sent the offer to this client during the our conversation. If it's we have defined previously some email templates, we can just send here, select the template and send to this client. In campaign info, we have this description which we defined in supervisor, so agent can see this information. In case we will define a script, here will be the information about the script. We have to answer the questions and follow the script with the call. Now we are finishing the call. We have the information closing client in 2 minutes, so we have some time to finalize report on this client. If we have finished, we click on next client, and because we still inactive, we just have another client served. We have the information about this call. We can just wait this 15 seconds and the system will force us dialing to this client. We hear the voice which reminds us that the call will be done, and now we are calling to this new client.
Twoje połączenie jest pierwsze w kolejce i zostanie odebrane przez pierwszego dostępnego konsultanta.
We just finished the call. Let's assume that this phone was busy, so we can just click call in 15 minutes and it will be automatically scheduled for the next 15 minutes call. Again, we have next client. We are just making the call. This time we can assume it's also busy, so we can either click busy call in 15 minutes or just close the client and he will return to the queue, and with the next attempt they will call to this client. Now we have processed 3 clients, so this is our whole database for this campaign, so we have no other campaigns served to this client. If there will be more clients in the database, agent will follow with the next calls. Now if we will go back to the supervisor, we can again look at the target group. If I will click refresh, I will see the statuses of the calls. So we have one record finished with the information where the call was performed. The second is scheduled. If we will move here, we have the information that this call is scheduled for today at 11:46, and one record was not processed, was processed, but the call was busy and we do not schedule this call for a specific time, but we just return to us in the next attempt of dialing. The minimum time between one and another calling by default is defined to 2 hours to avoid the situation that we will call the same client very often. Now we can also look for some basic reports. We have a list of all performed calls with the information or comments if they are interested in the product or send some information. We have the reports about this campaign, so we have information how many clients are awaiting, how many are scheduled. We can see the information's daily performance, so see how many calls were performed per day or just per agent. System allows us to run many campaigns in the same time, so we can define many campaigns, create different campaigns for different agents, or include the same agent in different campaigns. Each time agent will receive the new client from campaign, he will see which campaign it is attached. Here we can see on this list the campaigns with current statuses, number of agents which are included in the campaign, number of clients, and the process of the campaign, how many clients were already processed in the system.